for all things fashion and a growing role of AI in the industry. We're going to bring in Joshua Williams, and he is the president of the strategic consulting firm Fashion Consort. And he's also the assistant professor at the Parsons School of Design in New York City. Good to see you and welcome to the show. Let me just start with the Paris Fashion Week. This is a big deal because people like you, I'm sure, watch very closely, but there are also enthusiasts that also watch this. What are the highlights that we have so far?
Well, I think we're really looking post-COVID world at sort of how things are really coming out. There's been so much change in the industry, and I think everyone, to a degree, is really celebrating sort of hopefully a new normal and really sort of getting back to using fashion as a way to express ourselves and sort of get outside of our houses and back into the offices, back into the streets. So I think ultimately it's really about celebrating life again out on the streets.
Well, during the pandemic, people wore sweatpants and T-shirts, and I guess that's how they showed off in their homes. So we're getting back to seeing real people, which means we want to look good. We just did the story on artificial intelligence and how that's kind of changing the way designers, I guess, plan on what's going to be the next hot thing. Well, walk us through from the AI perspective to the actual design to the production side.
Yeah, really at its core, AI is just something that helps us to facilitate all of the data points that we're getting through all the technology and tools that we have available to us. A lot of the AI that fashion companies are using are not even seen by the end consumer. So those could be things that help us to extend or enhance our ability to design. In many ways, it's a lot like architecture in the sense that AI can provide us the ability to see sort of beyond our own human capability. From a production sense, it really is looking at ways and using that data to streamline the process. As we know, it's a very complex process that goes from across all 7 continents in many cases, and finding ways to do that better, quicker, cheaper, are all things that fashion companies are very invested in.
And then there's also the sales and marketing side, right? If I go to my phone and I say I'm interested in an LBD or a little black dress, probably within minutes, ads will show up with little black dresses or suits or whatever you're talking about. Is that the role AI is going to take? Is it's going to know what you, I guess, want and then show you ads or designs that you might be interested in, right?
For sure. And in fact, I hope, hopefully it even goes faster than that. Hopefully it's milliseconds where you're getting really, and the key here is personalized individual responses or search terms based on what you want. And a lot of that's happening before you even hit the search button or ask Siri a question. So we're using all types of technologies behind the scenes, particularly in retail, to sort of guess beforehand what a customer is going to look for and then make sure that they're getting that almost immediately.
But I view that as honestly scary. Okay, so for example, I'm looking for a black suit and ads start popping up before I even say it. Something seems strange about them. How are they actually doing this?
Well, there's a lot of different things that are happening. So for example, even though your phone isn't directly tracking everything you do, all of the different apps that you've given permission to follow you are. And so what's happening is that a lot of these data points are being taken together and they're being aggregated in such a way that it has a sense of where you live, where you're walking, the types of things you're doing through the day, your search terms throughout the day. And it's taking that information, and they're saying, of course, that it's not specific to your name, but of course, it's specific to your technology. And it's using that then to give us, responses to our searches that seem uncannily real because in many ways they are. They're based on exactly what we're doing and searching for.
That is absolutely wild. And correct me if I'm wrong, but the most successful fashion brands, whether it's fast fashion or luxury fashion, they have a way in creating products and designs that people want for that particular season and getting it out to the stores as quickly as possible before that trend ends. How does AI play in a role in terms of predicting what the next hot thing is going to be, say, the spring or the summer?
Right. So the fashion industry has always been very invested in trends. So it's no surprise when a lot of the same colors end up on the runway because we've been preparing for over the course of a year in terms of gathering materials, prints, colors, and so forth. What AI does is essentially enhances that or accelerates that to the nth degree so that we're able to take that knowledge and sort of that data, crunch it, and understand potentially what customers want before they even want it. And obviously, we have companies like Shein, Zara, that are able to take that information and move it very quickly so that we're getting products that we didn't even know we wanted almost in months or less.
Joshua, I'm in the market to buy some new ties. Just tell me real quick, what's the hot color for spring and summer for men, and what's the hot color for women this summer?
You know what? The great thing about the color this season is that it's sort of an everyone gets what they want, because we're all sort of out there sort of being individual for the first time ever. I'm seeing all sorts of different colors, loud patterns, so I think you're good if you pick something that you love and that you feel excited in.
Okay. Joshua, hey, it's great to have you on to talk about this. I mean, this is definitely a new topic. Really appreciate you.
Thank you.